It's time for live Des Moines Menace Soccer on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Menace Soccer on CISN.TV is brought to you by Shelton Curtin, Shields, G&L Clothing, the Better Business Bureau, and the Atlantic Bottling Company. Now let's go live to the CISN sports team for the action on the field.
The Des Moines Menace and Union Dubuque Football Club. Alongside me is Hunter Phillips, again after last night. We're expecting some bad weather coming in, Hunter. And I mean, it could disrupt the match today, but you never know. It could pass through, and we could be on for a fantastic exhibition game.
Yeah, you never know, and it's great to be back with you, Justin. Congratulations on the win earlier today for your women's Menace team. But, yeah, we've been dealing with some strange weather here these last couple of days. Last night, very, very hot weather with heat indexes upwards of 105 degrees Fahrenheit. Still plenty warm here tonight. Feels like 96 out, but as you mentioned, some thunderstorms in the area. It's currently raining right now. Seeing folks with some umbrellas out. Looks like it's lightening up a little bit. But, you know, the last time that these two teams met, it was a preseason exhibition match, and that was actually shortened due to lightning. So hopefully we can get this match underway, or at least half of it. But, yeah, certainly looks like thunderstorms are going to be in the area for most of the night. But hopefully we can get a fun match in here.
Yeah, the Des Moines Menace have made 8 changes to the lineup from last night, obviously being a exhibition game. So if we're looking at the lineup, we've got Fenwick coming in and Berry Aful, who came on last night. Fenwick came in last night. Mohammed came in late. Alwyn James was taken off. Teta came in late. Balanos was brought in. Makeda is the only one that played a full match. So they made a number of changes, and I think obviously this is to save the legs.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you're Alan Marcini, you're coming off of clinching the Heartland Division Championship last night, and just a jubilant feeling here at Valley Stadium after they defeated Caw Valley, and what was really an exhaustive effort from both of those teams. And the Menace got a goal early on in the 16th minute and were able to hold on for that victory. But, you know, these exhibition games, I mean, obviously it presents yourself as a coach. Obviously you want to continue to get your team on the same page, make sure that they are continuing to get better as a unit. But no doubt it also presents, I think, a really unique time this late in the season to give your key players some rest, and it'll give some guys a moment for them to continue to get better, because they know that they're going to be asked upon coming off the bench, especially as the playoffs near. Yeah,
absolutely. And with FC Chicago next week, Friday and Saturday, to actually and hopefully polish off the season, the postseason, and have a little trophy presentation here in front of their own fans, and then move on to the playoffs. I mean, they did show some moments of brilliance last night moving forward, and you know, showing loads of potential. This is probably one of the best sides they've had since they won the national championship back in 2005. So some very good stuff moving forward from the Menace. Union Dubuque, coached by John Deanham. To be honest with you, I don't know much about them. I know some of the players on here, but it's an unknown entity.
Yeah, and we didn't get much of a look at him in that preseason match because it was shortened due to lightning, but it was a 6-1 win for the Des Moines Menace in that game. Looked like Union Dubuque, they got a goal 2 minutes before it was actually called, that match. But Union Dubuque coming into this match, they've lost 3 matches in a row. They haven't won since May 27th, and this isn't going to be an easy task, even though there are massive changes in the lineup for the Des Moines Menace. This is a first-year team, Union Dubuque is, and you know, for them, this is going to be a great experience for them, assuming that we can get at least a half of this match in here today to be able to go up against a caliber of a team, a well-coached team like the Menace, no matter who's out there. This is going to be a great opportunity for them. But, yeah, a little unknown about this squad, but we'll see what they have here tonight.
It could be a chance for some of these players in the future to be seen by the Menace coaching staff and maybe brought in at some stage, you know, in the near future, or possibly next year. We'll wait and see. But for some of those of you that were up early this morning, 9 o'clock, Argentina had an absolutely amazing game against France. France coming out winners, 4-3. It was a brilliant end-to-end game. And then the 1 o'clock game was the Portugal-Uruguay game, and Uruguay came out 2-1 winners, Cavani scoring 2 goals. And I tell you what, the World Cup has shown some moments of brilliance. This is probably one of the best ones that I've been watching so far this year.
Yeah, I mean, it's really been entertaining, and last night it was World Cup night here at Valley Stadium, and I know we didn't see too many national jerseys out there, but two of the biggest stars in the world of soccer were knocked out today. Of course, Lionel Messi's squad in Argentina. I mean, what a fantastic game that was, especially that second half with all the goals that were scored. And then, of course, Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal team also was eliminated as well by a very good Uruguay squad. So, you know, even though you do lose some of the top stars in the world of soccer, I mean, there are some great national teams that are right there, and it's going to make for entertaining soccer to continue with the World Cup as that's coming to an end here.
Yeah, and as you can see, the Des Moines Menace and Union Dubuque are walking out, getting ready for their introduction and the national anthem. And hopefully we'll be in for an exciting exhibition match tonight.
Yeah, and like we mentioned at the top of our broadcast, as we look off towards the north right now, very, very dark clouds. But, you know, looking behind us, it's starting to lighten up a little bit, but there's a chance for thunderstorms really throughout the night. So we're just going to have to keep our fingers crossed that we can get at least half of this match in. But hopefully for the fans that were able to make their way out here, an exciting doubleheader of Menace soccer here today, hopefully they can watch the Des Moines Menace take care of Union Dubuque FC in what is Celebrate Iowa Night, so an all-Iowa exhibition match, so very exciting.
And if you've just joined us now, I'm Justin Forster, and alongside me, Hunter Phillips from Central Iowa Sports Network. And you're about to watch the Des Moines Menace versus Union Dubuque FC as they are going through the starting lineups now for Union Dubuque. And of course, Maniac would get the loudest applause from all the fans.
As he should.
Well, and as the players are shaking hands now, getting ready to get the game on the way, there's a couple of familiar names in the Union Dubuque team. Kenan Milicevic, player, he's an alumni from Drake University, who was part of that Elite 8 team back in 2009. And then you've got Alex Herrera, who is a local West Des Moines boy, actually. You know, so as far as I believe, West Des Moines Soccer Club, he played for the Sporting Iowa group, and he went to Valley High School. So he's a local lad. So
right in his backyard here, and really going to be a fun one here tonight. Hopefully, once again, the weather can cooperate for our match here this evening. And I know, again, if you're just joining us, the last time that these two teams met, it was a preseason exhibition match, and that was called off due to lightning after 68 minutes of play. So hopefully we can get at least half of this match in. Again, thunderstorms are in the area, but you know, for the Des Moines Menace coming off really a jubilant night here at Valley Stadium, defeating Cobb Valley in a back-and-forth contest, and they were really aggressive early on in that match and resulted in Kino Ryosuke getting his 12th goal of the season. He's leading the PDL in goals, and what a year he's having for the Menace. I know that he's going to be counted on, especially for next weekend. It's going to be a big weekend for the Menace here at home, but you know, for Union Dubuque FC, this is going to be a great opportunity to go up against a Menace team that is off to their best start in franchise history. Yeah, and for those of you out there that don't know this is an exhibition game, and the Des Moines Menace are currently at 10-0-1. So no matter what happens in this result, doesn't really go against their actual win-loss schedule at this point. As the Menace look to kick off through Lima, Des Moines Menace in red shirts, black shorts, black socks, going from left to right. And Union Dubuque are in all white plus green socks, going from right to left. And again, we're going to see a lot of new faces for the Menace here tonight. Obviously, again, going back to it being an exhibition match, no need to play most of the starters. If you're Alan Marcina, see what you got from your reserves. Yep, and you got Chris Stone. Oh, what a great ball played him behind. Milanos, wide on the left-hand side. Playing a little one in there for Pepra. Tries to deliver, coming in the far post. Mohammed with a little flick on. Berry takes control. Lays it back into Mohammed. Crafty little player as we saw last night. Mohammed on the ball. Driving, going, trying to cut inside. And Mohammed waiting for that opportunity there. There were 4 Union Dubuque FC players right in front of him, and Mohammed had really good success against this team in the last preseason match. Had 2 goals against this squad, including back-to-back in that match. So very confident against this group, so wouldn't be surprised, no doubt, if we see a lot out of Omar Mohammed here tonight. Saw a lot out of him in the second half of last night's win over Caw Valley. Really a fun player to watch, as you mentioned last night. Just a very exciting player. Has a great skill set. As the ball's been played offside there, as Alwyn Jones came into cover. But there was a late run, so he was offside. As the Menace looked to break forward again. And we should know right now that there's a strong breeze blowing towards the southwest right now. I mean, it just kicked off, and the backside of us was nearly taken off. Probably could hear the blinds right behind us as the wind's really starting to pick up. It could affect play. As the Menace look to break down the right-hand side. The weather is starting to come in now. Christo on the ball. Plays a lovely little ball in the outside of his right foot. It's out wide here to Berry. Berry cuts inside. Plays it across. A fool on the ball. Does a 360-degree turn. Tries to find the feet of Lima. Broken down. Milicevic on the ball. Looking to break the line with one pass. Ball played back into Machado.
Machado just walks it out, plays it out wide to Teti. Christo looks to turn. Switches play. It's into Fenwick. Nodded on there by Berry. Mohammed offside. Running onto it. So it's going to be a dead ball for Union Dubuque. As the winds are starting to pick up from the north, I believe. Wispy spreads it out wide to the right-hand side. Dubuque looking to build at the back. Comes out wide. Pacholski plays it back. Again, being very patient in the build-up. Barati plays it back out wide to the far right-hand side. Looking to build down the right-hand side. Bad first touch there. Pressure on the ball. Goes out for a throw into Union Dubuque. A full. Christo. Little layoff for a full again. Christo. Dispossessed, but it's won back by Lima. Fenwick doing the job now of Brandon Fricky. The centre back in the back three. So Menace look to break down the left-hand side. Lovely ball played in for Bolanos, running onto the way to the passes a little bit too much. Goes out for a goal kick. Well, thus so far we've had to close the windows and we can hardly see because of the because of the rain on our windscreen here.
And you can definitely see a lot more people getting their umbrellas out. And credit to those fans for coming out despite the conditions. But yeah, as a player, this isn't necessarily ideal, being able to go out here, but nevertheless you have to play on, and hopefully lightning doesn't delay the game.
Herrera looks to play a 1-2, and Berry steps in and wins it. Good cover from Berry. Looks to drive through the midfield here. Plays it into Lima. Mohammed plays the ball in down the line. Lima on the ball, looking to cut in. Bolanos coming in far post. It's cleared away by Union. Milicevic just laying it back into Mohammed. So there's a Mohammed that plays for Des Moines Menace, and there's a Mohammed that plays for Union Dubuque as well. Both happen to play on the same side of the field. Out wide on the far left, Bolanos after it. Great tackle, goes out for corner.
And you're already seeing the rain having an effect, especially as they're trying to finesse around their opponents for both of these teams. Some early turnovers by both, as we have the first corner kick of the match.
Ball comes in, far post. A full on the far post, just with a little layoff across the box, but no one was in there coming in on across the keeper. Christo's looking to take a quick throw and a full. Lays it back into Christo. Plays one ball inside to Mohammed. I'm hoping today Mohammed can be an impact on this game. He's a very dangerous player and he's very effective. He showed it last night. Just needs something clinical in the final third from the boy. Goal kick. Wispy's going to step up. Drives on to the halfway line. Milicevic can't bring it down. Christo. Out wide to Mohammed. Space on the far left-hand side. Alwyn James on the ball. Drives into the box, cutting into the box now. Alwyn James on his left foot goes out for a corner. Goal kick, says the referee.
That was Alex Herrera closing in on that play there for Union Dubuque FC. A good recognition to go out to the far side and try to create something if you're the Menace, but it was well defended by Union Dubuque FC on that play.
Yeah, Herrera did very well to get across and block that. Ball delivered, halfway line. Milicevic goes up for the challenge on a full, but it's picked up by Berry. Cleared by Tata. It's 1v1. Lima on the ball. Can he beat the goalkeeper? And yes, he slots it into the bottom left-hand corner from our end here. And it's 1-0 to the Menace after 8 minutes into the game. That is our first goal of the exhibition game. Hunter, that looks so easy from the line, was so high. There was no pressure on the ball. And they just played it in behind. It was a simple finish for Lima.
Yeah, just a really textbook play there. But, yeah, just a great pass forward. And Limmer just did the rest right there. An easy position. And Wisby, all he did was just hold back. He didn't go after the ball right there and was just hoping that he had a chance to save that one. But Limmer said not so fast and gets the Menace on the board.
Yep, 1-0. If you've just joined us, we're 8 minutes into the game. Des Moines Menace have just scored. My name's Justin Forston. Alongside me is Hunter Phillips for this exhibition game between the Des Moines Menace and Union Dubuque Football Club. Ball's out wide. Pacholski. Herrera looks to switch play out to the far right-hand side. Bitter. They're going to switch it. Oh, it's just eluded. Fine little ball played inside. Great recovery there. Oh, terrible ball played inside. After all that hard work, Milicevic on the ball, dispossessed. Got to be careful of those. Goal scorer on the ball, Lima. Got to be careful of those square balls played across your box, especially under pressure. Dubuque looking to get back into this game. It's still early as Herrera drives forward, committing the defender out wide to Mohammed. Mohammed. Take it. He looked like he took a little dive there. Good movement off the ball from Lima. Doesn't get it. Mohammed brings it back. A full. Out wide. Balanas. Lima makes a run inside. Mohammed. Little 1-2. Lovely ball played in behind. Berry drives it across. Is this another chance? And it's another goal for the Menace. Well, they just ripped Union Dubuque apart. The shape was just absolutely ripped apart. They weren't compact enough. The Menace's speed of actions were way too quick. Lovely little slip ball in there for Mohammed from Christo. I think it was Lima actually played a little ball in.
Yeah, it was Limmer there, and yeah, as you mentioned, just picked apart that Union Dubuque FC defense right there, and just beautifully set up there on the near side and goes across the box, and in a matter of minutes, Des Moines Menace up 2-0. But just great passing there by the Menace as they were just really patient and they looked for the right feed and were able to utilize both sides of the field to be able to get that goal.
As Milicevic looks for a long-range shot that just goes over the bar. Machado plays it short out the back. Teta. Christo. Playing in that holding midfield role. Drives one out wide to Balanos. There's an overlapping run. From Pepra. Ball comes back. Balanos. Fenwick. Full. Plays now wide to Berry. Berry's touch is too big. It's taken by Mohammed. Mohammed goes past him. Berry recovers. Ball goes out of bounds. Thrown to Union Dubuque. Pacholski throws the ball back. Berardi back to Pacholski. Going side to side. Going to break forward. Antonio. Ball comes back. Berardi. Out to Pacholski. Trying to find a way forward. The Menace are very compact. As you can see, Hunter, they can't break that line. Bad ball played in Lima. It's won by a full. Lima now. He's alone. He's alone. One against three is taken care of by Berardi. Pacholski plays it forward. 2 or 3 runs up front. Herrera. Ball played out wide. Far side for Union Dubuque. Sanchez under pressure. Ball won by a full. Lima putting pressure on the ball. It's won back by the Menace. Bolanos. Christo.
And you can tell in these first 13 minutes here that Union Dubuque has really struggled when passing the ball. And credit to the Des Moines Menace, as they have just been very active, and they've made it very difficult for Union Dubuque FC to find any room. But any passes they've made, the Menace.
Throw in far side. Lima lets it go for Mohammed. Mohammed trying to break into the box. Well taken care of there by Herrera. Mohammed back to Herrera. Drives a long range ball. It's cut out.
Really bringing a lot of pressure here on a Union Dubuque FC.
Ball driven forward. It's cut out there by Fenwick. Captain of the Menace tonight for this exhibition game between Union Dubuque and the Des Moines Menace. If you've just joined us, we're 14 minutes into the game. The Des Moines Menace are winning 2-0 against Union Dubuque. First goal scored in the 8th minute by Lima. Second goal in the 10th minute by Bolanos.
And both of those assisted by Marcel Berry, who's been playing really well tonight for the Menace.
Free kick for Union Dubuque on the far side. Ball comes in, far post. A full jumps up, eludes him, goes out for a throw-in. Thrown to the Des Moines Menace, who are looking very comfortable at this point, Hunter.
Yeah, just pretty much picking up where they left off last night, especially with how they've been playing defensively here to begin this match. But, you know, again, kind of repetitive of last night's match where they were very aggressive and seemed to be clicking on both ends in the first 20 minutes of the match against Caw Valley last night, really doing so again here tonight against Union Dubuque as they're on the move.
It's just amazing that they can make eight changes to the squad and still be effective and dangerous. As Union look to try and build something here, to gain some momentum, to get back into this game through Berardi, out to Pacholski. The Menace just sitting in with shape, shifting left to right, allowing Union just to come into little pockets of space, but there's no way they can break the line with a penetrative pass as it comes in. Sanchez driving forward, a full comes across to cover, forces him wide. Probably a good decision right now, nowhere to go, but Sanchez has got some nifty feet, but it's taken care of there by Alwyn James.
Yeah, and there's just been nowhere to go for the forwards of Union Dubuque, and a big credit to the back line of the Menace for really not allowing Union Dubuque to, as you mentioned, find any creases, try to be able to cut through this Menace defense. They've just really limited what Union Dubuque has been able to do thus far, and just has not been very much. Just have one set piece to really account for it. Otherwise, the Menace have been in complete control here through 17 minutes.
Christo drives the ball down the line. Mohammed's onto it. Under pressure, though. Defender backs off him. I wouldn't do that against Mohammed. As he jives and weaves and moves and scissors, cuts in. Tries to get it onto his left foot. Lays it off for Christo. Christo back to Mohammed. Berry looking to get involved in the attack as well. Christo turns back into Berry. Being very patient. Plays a little 1-2 there with Lima. A little bit too far. Hits the corner flag. It's going to be a throw to Union Dubuque. Near side to the commentary position. Deep down in their half. right by the corner flag.
And this is going to be dangerous here as the wind is pulling right towards that corner right there, and with the rain still continuing to pour, have to be careful as the Menace are able to gain possession after that throw in by Union Dubuque.
Teta, Fenwick. He's got Pepra out to his left-hand side. Played in. Christo. As the rain starts to come down. Bolanos plays it inside. Driven ball out to the left-hand side. Alwyn James. He's 1v1. Looks to take on the defender. Can't get past him. Goes out for a throw-in. The rain is now starting to come down.
Yeah, and if you look up at the lights, the stadium lights right in front of us, you can just see just how heavy the rain is coming down right now. And I'm sure back home you can see on the screen that the windows are just filtered with water as the rain is continuing to just pour really hardly here at Valley Stadium.
Ball driven forward. Looking for Berry. A little bit too much on the ball. Goes out for a throw. And again, deep in Union's half. Under pressure, they just can't seem to clear their lines. They can't pass through the first line. The Menace keep winning it. They're intercepting passes. Pressing high, they look to throw. Christo, press. Free kick. This might be a chance for Union to get out of their half. Even though we've got some rain here, we've got a couple of fans in there. The umbrellas are up. We're nice and dry where we are.
Very thankful for that, for sure.
Yep. Lovely little ball. Try to break the line in between Irwin.
But again, the Menace just halt any kind of progress that Union Dubuque could make.
Yep. They're closing the space and they tuck in. They keep it compact. Goes into Machado.
And as you mentioned a couple minutes ago about the fact that several starters are out for this exhibition match for the Menace, the same philosophies are still there for the reserves, and it's I think it's great to see. If you're the fans, I know if you're the coaching staff for the Menace, you really have to be impressed with the way that they've continued to play, even though they see time sparingly. They've done just a really good job of locking down this Union Dubuque team here in this first half.
Yep, done a very good job of it. Christo's ball was intercepted. Dangerous, but it's taken up by Bolanos. Into Mohammed. Mohammed Berry. Berry Mohammed. Mohammed trying to play the ball into him. It was dangerous as well. Cut out there by Sanchez. Ball down the right-hand side for Union. Trying to slip it through. Pepra. Takes control. Out to Owen. Looking to play a little 1-2 in. Lovely ball played in. Mohammed. Keeper comes out. Wisby clears the lines. This will be easy for Teta. Maybe too easy. Took his eye off the ball there. Just plays it into his captain, Fenwick. Christo turns, plays it out wide to Bolanos. Nice overlap here. Alwyn James into the box. Just gets the ball tangled up in their feet. There's no shape here with Union Dubuque. They're not checking their shoulders. They're not keeping it compact. They're leaving space in behind. And this is where the Des Moines Menace are absolutely dominating them right now. They need to figure that out. Ball comes in. Flicked on by their own player. Berry on the ball. Sorry, a fool. Didn't quite connect.
And then once again there on the back end, you see the space right there, and that led to another potential scoring opportunity there for Omar Mohammed, who was right there. But the big reasons why the Menace are up 2-0 is because of that space that Union Dubuque has allowed, and it's resulted in 2 goals early on back in the 9th and 11th minutes of this first half.
Fenwick. Teta. He's got some space to carry the ball into. Maybe Berry can push forward. Decides to come in. Leaving the space for a fool to run into. Mohammed cuts inside. Ball played through. Looked offside. Bolanos looked offside there. Just by a couple of yards. Wispy on the ball. Into Barati. Berardi out to Bitter. Bitter looking for Antonio. Into Sanchez. Just gets muscled off the ball. Referee calls a free kick. Quick free kick here into Milicevic. Milicevic carrying forward. He's dispossessed.
And he was clearly disappointed after that play, as they had a ripe opportunity right there on that free kick to maybe catch the Menace off guard and try to get some kind of position going. But as we've seen here in this first half, just sloppy handling by Union Dubuque here in this first set of 23 minutes.
Good tackle there on the far side, but it's won back by Bolanos. A full. Christo looking to build. Again, Elwin. Loads of space out there on the left-hand side. Little step over. Cuts into the box with ease. He's got to take care of the second defender. Bitter covers. Christo on the ball. Christo on the ball, just ball played into Bolanos, far left-hand side. Alvin James looking to come in, cuts in, well taken care of by Bitter. Ball played forward. Milicevic takes a touch out wide. It's cut out. Ball wasn't good enough. A full. Menace still dominating possession, probably about 90% at this point.
And there once again, Union Dubuque just trying to escape from that backside, as they just have had no success trying to push the ball forward.
Vieira plays it forward, far right-hand side. The Menace just looks so strong. Pepra on the ball. Put pressure on him. Milicevic, little flick back inside. Well, it was a good opportunity for Union. Probably their first one on goal. Pepra on the ball. Far left-hand side. Christo, back to Pepra, looking to build. Being very patient. The second ball comes in. Mohammed skids off the turf. And it's going to skid off the turf, especially with the rain now coming down. It's going to fly. So really got to time your run. Mohammed gets another chance. Lays it across. A full. Berry coming in. Goes out for a corner. A little deflection there. It'll be a corner to Union Dubuque on the near side. Well, we've got rain, lots of rain, but luckily the lightning has stayed away, which means the game continues. We can play in lots of rain, it doesn't matter.
And the lightning was a concern in the warm-up period where they were...
Delivery comes in. Just across the box. No one's in there. Cleared away. No. Christo on the ball. Lays it out wide. A full. Plays it in. Bolanos. Fenwick. Taking the leadership role today as the captain. Ball driven in to the far side here. Teta on the ball. Berry's inside him. Lima out wide. Takes a touch. Plays it across the box. Here we go on the far post with a chance. Good chance for Bolano. Went straight into the goalkeeper's hands. Wisby just managed to smother that ball up.
And there were three Union Dubuque players right there and just were kind of watching the ball. And Bolano said, I'm going to go ahead and take a crack at that one. And fortunately, Wisby was right there and noticed that he was coming in to make a play and was able to make that save. Fortunately, as the Menace could have gone up 3-0 there.
That's why you've always got to be alert and always got to be aware, no matter what level. So Menace are dispossessed. It's well cut out there by Alwyn James. Tucked in. Did really good as Christo here looks to build through the midfield. Under pressure by 3. Manages to bring the ball out to Berry. Berry into Teta. Teta looking forward into Mohammed. Crafty Mohammed. That looks offside. Yes, it is. Lima went too early on his run. He should have timed it, held his run. Sometimes players are a little bit eager and they go before their teammates receive the ball and they're already in an offside position.
And again, just going back to the rain, that the ball is going to push further ahead, so you have to be able to time that a little bit better in these kind of conditions.
Square ball intercepted. Mohammed on the ball for Union. We have an injury, but he's up. Berry's up again. Vieira on the ball. Viero, sorry. Apologies on the name. As Bolanos looks to break down the left-hand side. Lima making a run inside him. Alwyn James just covered there for Pepra on the far left. That's good communication piece, whether it's verbal or non-verbal. If one goes, one stays. As it's out to Berry here, near side. Mohammed tries to dink a little flick over, but it was headed. It was brought down. Fierro out to his left-hand side, yeah, and to Milicevic. Ball was played behind him. Difficult ball to control. Berry with the throw. Christo makes a run into Mohammed. Little 1-2 interchange. A full looks to switch the play. Switches the point of attack. It's into Pepra. Far right, far left, sorry. Alwyn James switches play. This is a great opportunity for some of these boys to showcase themselves and prove that they need to be in the first team. It's the Menace drop. No pressure on the ball. Ball played long. They'll just see that out of bounds for a throw-in.
And that's one of the neat things about these exhibition matches, especially this late into the regular season, is that you really get a chance to see some of your reserves really showcase themselves and showcase their abilities, and as you said, prove to the coaching staff that they have a chance to make it to the first team. But seeing these reserves for the Menace, I mean, if you're any team that's watching any film on this group, I mean, you really have to be impressed with just the overall depth that they have, and really even the experience. I mean, mentioning Tyler Limmer, the experience that he has, and Johnny Fenwick played really well last night against Caw Valley FC. Those guys coming off the bench, that's a really good thing for Alan Marcina to have coming off the bench for sure.
You know, and sometimes when they come out, they come off the bench playing for the first team, and then, they're told to play in an exhibition game. A lot of top players will just, their heads will drop and go, "What do you mean? I don't want to play in this."
Right.
But here, every single player wants to play. I was talking to the goalkeeping coach earlier. He was meant to play in this game, but Machado came up and says, "No, listen, I need the game time. I want to play more." I don't think he was happy with his performance last night, and he wanted to prove a point. He goes, "Nope, I want to play." So, he wanted the extra minutes as well. So, all round, and you look at the shape, nothing changes. They play the same shape, the same system all the way through. So, at any given time, the boys are brought in, and the role is still the same. As the Menace look to break here, it's cleared away for a corner by Pacholski.
Pacholski, the captain for this Union Dubuque team, has really been busy there on that back line. But, yeah, going back to what you said about Carlos Mercado, made one save last night, and it was a diving save, and in a match that ended 1-0. Very important play that he made, and the match before that he sat out that one to rest. And so, to show that you have that heart, and the most important thing, it doesn't matter what sport it is, soccer, baseball, basketball, the point of an exhibition match, not only is it to see what your reserves have, but ultimately it's to help yourself and your team get better. And it's great to see Carlos Mercado out there getting some playing time here tonight, just taking advantage of those reps.
Yep, absolutely. I think it's very, very important. It shows the hungriness of players. As Fenwick looks to play the ball out wide to Alwyn James, plays it through. Oh, it was well cut out there by Bitter. As Fierro looks to play forward, Herrera making a run off the ball. Decision was to deliver it into the box. A full. Just keeps the ball. Cristo got a man on him. Herrera was chasing him down. Alwyn James playing it out wide. He was looking for his teammate, Pepra. Ball played all the way back to Wisby. Wisby back to Bitter. They're looking to build out the back. I think the rain might have died off a bit. Cristo back into Fenwick. Fenwick on the ball, being very patient now. As Dubuque regroup behind the ball. A full. Berry being pressed by Mohammed. Decides to go back to his goalkeeper Machado. Plays it out wide to Alwyn James. He's got Pepra out to his left hand side, but the ball was shaped into the inside. He forced it. It was intercepted. Now the ball played through. Mohammed onto it. Berry with a right footed clearance. Up, not quite clearing his lines. Vieira on the ball. Goes out for a throw into Union Dubuque.
And now we're starting to see Union Dubuque try to create something here on the Menace side of the field. Haven't seen that too much in this first half.
The line's broken. Well, play's been broken up. Mohammed lays it back in. Berry, a full. Drives the ball out to Pepra on the far left-hand side. Pepra looking to break forward, cuts inside. Bolanos takes the ball, dispossessed. Union Dubuque, and they're all white, going from right to left. Des Moines Menace in red, black and black, going from left to right.
And you saw in that last sequence there just how they were able to spread the field there, and play looking pretty reminiscent of the goal scored back in the 11th minute when Tyler Limmer was able to score his second goal of the match. And the Menace have done a very good job of being able to spread the field, go left to right, far side to near side, and be able to pick apart this Union Dubuque defense as now they're on the attack.
Dubuque looking to make something happen here. Under pressure from Cristo. Great turn. Cutting inside. Needs support. Gets support from Milicevic. Sanchez with a hard work out there. Herrera on the ball now. Plays it out wide to Antonio. Antonio looking for Fierro. Dispossessed. A nice little defty touch by Cristo. Back into Alwyn James, who cleared his lines. Throw in for Union. I believe there's a correction on the second goal. We thought it was Bolanos. It was actually Limmer, so that's his second goal of the game as Mohammed. Down the right-hand side. Gets Berry involved in the game on the overlap. Takes a big touch. Manages to get the cross in. Ball comes across. Limmer onto it. Plays it out to Pepra. Pepra looking to break the line into the box. He's got some space here. And he does. And he's got a chance. He goes past the keeper. Keeper did well to save it. Just parries it out to his right-hand side. Pepra still on the ball. Cuts in. He wants it all. Pepra cuts in again. Keeper with another save. Pepra looking for it again. Antonio comes in. Could be a foul. Yes. Well, Pepra had two chances there. Keeper did very well. Got to give credit to Wispy.
Just a relentless effort there by Michael Pepra. And across the field, Omar Mohammed, who is no stranger to scoring against this Union Dubuque team, was calling for it. But Pepra said, I can get it, but no. Wisby was staying focused there and was able to withstand the relentlessness from Michael Pepra on the far side.
Free kick. A full plays it in. Oh, great Great little strategy from the, you can see that's from the training ground. Limmer came in, didn't quite connect with his left foot. Krista, Berry. Plays a lovely ball in with the right foot. Back to Mohammed Berry and looking for the overlap on Berry as Krista try to play the ball in behind. Wisby looking to take the goal kick. Every goal kick's gone long as the rain comes down again. Looking quite heavy at this point.
And it has just been off and on, just heavy doses of rain here at Valley Stadium. Just does not look like it's going to let up anytime soon, as it's forecasted throughout the night.
Till the early hours of the morning. Teti plays it back to Mikado, playing it out to Fenwick. Playing the leadership role today as the captain. Mohammed comes in. Berry. Christo's made a darting run from the midfield. Berry chose to hold on to it. Bolanos made a great run as well. He's opted for Pepra on the far left-hand side. Pepra again tries to cut in. He loves to cut in onto that. Oh, he cuts in past a great ball across. Limmer on the far post. Deflected. Goalkeeper makes the save. Not enough bodies making the runs in the box. Great piece of individual work on the far side. Pepra having a field day against Antonio right now. Pepra's got a bit of speed about him as well. Hunter, I mean, he's taken him on every single time.
Looking a lot like his teammate Wilfred Williams, who is not starting here, but just excellent when cutting, especially to the right. And no matter the rain, it did not stop him there.
Looks like the referee's just halting play. I think this is due to lightning. They've been told to clear the field.
Attention fans, due to inclement weather, we will be taking a 30-minute break. Once again,
and we just heard that they're going to take a 30-minute break due to inclement weather. And as we just mentioned just moments ago, it looks like it's not going to stop anytime soon, as this has been forecasted well throughout the night and early morning hours tomorrow.
Like you said, this weather's going to be coming through, but you know, looking at the match so far, I mean, the Menace have had control. Limmer scored in the 8th minute, scored in the 10th minute. I mean, Union Dubuque haven't really had any clear-cut opportunities. They had a shot from about 30 yards out from Milicevic, went over the bar, but Menace have had about, moving into about 95% possession of the game today.
Yeah, and it's been on Union Dubuque's side of the field. I mean, they have really just had complete control of this team. And, you know, what's really been impressive is just how steady the Menace defense has been, as they have just not allowed any room for Union Dubuque to work with in this match. But, you know, for Tyler Limmer, I mean, this has to give you a lot of confidence, even though it is an exhibition match, to be able to get 2 goals in the early going of this match really has to feel good for them. And Marcel Berry picking up 2 assists. That has to feel really good for him as well. So some bright spots, even though we were able to get just 40 minutes in. Hopefully we can get the rest of this one in here, but this weather just does not look very promising right now.
Yeah, and at this point from Valley Stadium, we're going to take a quick break.
Schottenkirk Chevrolet Waukees big Silverado and crossover event through the end of the month. Save over 25% off select new 18 Silverado Crew Cab All-Stars. New 18 Silverado Double Cab 4x4 All-Star, only $19.99 due at signing. Includes all taxes and fees. $349 per month. New 18 Trax, only $19.99 due at signing. Includes all taxes and fees. $249 per month. New 18 Equinox LT, only $19.99 due. Includes all taxes and fees. $249 per month. It's truck time at Schottenkirk Chevrolet on the west end of Hickman, Waukee. Waukee Chevy.
Miss your hometown clothing store, the one that had it all, everything to get the work done, all in one place? G&L Clothing is your hometown Iowa store. Stop in and see us, or we're only a click or phone call away. Family owned for nearly a century. G&L Clothing, 1801 Ingersoll, Des Moines.
Test. Got it? We're good?
All right.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best.
Let's go.
So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Cheers.
Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury, whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
Hello and welcome back to Valley Stadium as we've been interrupted by a massive storm coming through. Alongside me, I've got the general manager for Tyler Nunnick, and this is his first year. However, last year he was the assistant coach on the Menace team. So it's a slight difference now coming in to be the general manager as opposed to the assistant coach, and I know you love football.
Yeah, thanks. First of all, let me tell you, congratulations for the win today. It was a pleasure watching the ladies play. Such a good bout today.
Thank you.
And,
thank you.
Fortunately, we got that done before the weather kicked in like it is now.
Yeah.
Great opportunity here in Des Moines. It's a very stable ownership and supportive ownership, and a lot of great history here. And so, for me, that it was a natural opportunity that I wouldn't want to miss, going from the coaching side to the front office. It is unique because as a general manager, you kind of get 2 chances to win and 2 chances to lose. Yeah. We're winning on the field right now. We might be losing off the field right now with the weather and its impact on our fans today. But all in all, it's a very pleasurable and fun activity, one way or another.
Tylee, coming into the season, I mean, you've had to look for a new coach, okay? A great addition to the men's staff and Alan and his coaching staff. Currently at 10-0-1, it's been a fantastic season so far. You've got to be a happy general manager right now.
Yeah, I'm excited. But we always say we're just getting started. It's big applause to Alan and Dario and Davala for what they've done and who we brought in. And it's a great group of young men on the men's side that are performing well. But we're just getting started, and we're only as good as our last game. So there's a number of games left, and that's what we're looking to do is keep going.
Tell us a bit about the secret maybe, and there's loads of rumors around about possible USL and moving forward. I know you probably can't reveal too much, but I'm sure the viewers out there would be excited to hear of a possibility maybe in the future.
Well, look, the Menace have a great history, 25 years in the USL, and the USL is growing, and it's a very stable organization right below the MLS. So it's a natural conversation the USL would have with the Menace of what are you guys looking at, especially when there's a new league forming in D3 and the D2 is very stable and growing. So it's always a natural conversation. But I mean, we're here working, focused on the season right now and on both the women and the men and the youth programs and trying to carry forward.
And looking at the Menace, and I've followed a lot of PDL programs out there, and the Menace do it the right way. For some reason, they're successful every year. They make the playoffs. They have a great backroom staff. You've got all the way through to your interns. You're so professional. It's fantastic to see. I don't think there's any other organization like us.
Yeah, I feel great about being a part of this, and a lot of pride. And yeah, for starters, I feel very guilty actually with the interns out there getting rained on and the staff, and I'm sitting in here in the dry area, the players being wet. But yeah, it's a great organization from front to back, and I always talk to our interns about how they're an important part of the team as well, and the front office staff, and it all takes everyone to make it work. And I mean, everyone plays a role, and it's a very positive environment with lots of opportunity for growth in all directions.
And Tylee, moving forward as part of your position as the GM, does the youth program fall under your control?
Yeah, certainly. It's part of our program overall, and we have a great youth program, some wonderful coaches and wonderful players. But to me, it's youth soccer is a wonderful opportunity for families to share something with their children And I always try to encourage, whether you're winning or losing, it's a wonderful opportunity for families to have a good relationship. And club soccer sometimes can be very territorial and tribal, and I personally kind of think let's put that aside and encourage families and parents to enjoy that opportunity with their kids, and don't get too wrapped up about whether a child be the next pro or not. Just enjoy it. I say that probably as a person who's learned from my mistakes, so that's how I view it.
And Tylee, lastly, just tell us a little bit about your background. You have a family, you've got kids, play soccer, your wife was a soccer player. Tell us a little about it before you have to go.
Yeah, I'm a very fortunate, great wife, working on 25 years, just like the Menace.
Yeah.
I was trying to get her to renew vows maybe at halftime, but I don't think she's going to go for that. I do have a son and a daughter, and they've grown up playing soccer, whether by choice or by default, but they're good players and have enjoyed their time, and I've enjoyed what it's given them as young people, and the opportunity to play with teams and to discover themselves as people and players and work ethic and all the things that come with soccer. So very fortunate.
Well, from Valley Stadium, I'd like to thank Tylee for coming and joining us. I know he's got to get back to his duties with the storm coming in, and he's got to make sure that we can hopefully get this game going, but we'll wait and see. Tylee, thank you very much. I really appreciate you coming in.
For the win again.
Thank you. Thank you. And from there, we'll take a quick break.
Building a strong community doesn't happen overnight. It takes a vision for the future, the ability to turn a challenge into a success, and individuals who inspire new generations of growth. Greater Des Moines has done a lot of growing over the years, and so have we. At Brick Gentry Law, your success is something that we create together. Thank you for making us a part of your community. Thank you.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a...
Welcome to Fairway, where we're not a mega food, fashion, fitness, you name it center. For 80 years, we've been your neighborhood meat and grocery store, focused on cutting you the highest quality meats for your backyard barbecue, providing the freshest ingredients for your summer salad, and making sure your shopping trip is as easy and sweet as Grandma's blueberry pie. So while others try to put it all under one roof, at Fairway...
This is Iowa, and here, we don't just dream, we make history by nearly doubling our clean energy as part of our 100% renewable vision. With this, our energy costs will remain some of the lowest in the nation. We'll create new jobs and boost economic growth. Our air will be cleaner, our state stronger, and together, we'll advance this country's energy future forever. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
And welcome back to CISN.TV's coverage of Des Moines Menace Soccer. Hunter Phillips, along with my broadcast partner, and tell you what, Justin Vorster, you had better weather to work with your match earlier today. I want to congratulate you on defeating the KC Courage earlier this afternoon. I know that was a big win for your club here today.
Yeah, it was actually, and it's great working alongside you as well. Part of my two jobs that I have with CISN, and then obviously coaching the Des Moines Menace women's team. Yeah, it's it was a fantastic game today. It was a little bit frustrating in the first half. The Courage bunkered in. We call it parking the bus sometimes. It really dropped in, made it really difficult for us. We changed our system to try and stretch them. Went in 0-0 at halftime. We weren't mad at the girls. We're just very positive with them and how we wanted to go out and restructure how we were going to play. And we changed the plan. We went out there and scored 4 goals and ended up with a win. So I was very happy with the way we played.
So if you're just joining us, we're under a weather delay here at Valley Stadium. Half-hour weather delay as the rain is continuing to pour. We can hear it on the roof here inside the press box. And going after that win here today, Cassie Rohan, who of course is a member of the Drake University women's soccer team, a lot of Drake Bulldogs that are part of your club. I know that you think positively of her, and she's one of the great number of players that are part of that team, but how important was it for her? I believe that was her first goal of this season. How important was it for her to be able to get that confidence? Because she does have the ability to get the ball in the net.
Well, firstly, I was really appreciative of Lindsay Horner and Kevin Brennan from Drake University to allow her the opportunity to come and play with us. She's a very confident player. I think she's fantastic on the ball, very clean, very technical. She's a breath of fresh air to have out there because she doesn't really put a foot wrong. You know, she cleans everything up. She got a goal tonight and well, this afternoon. Had a fantastic match. I've been really pleased with her work ethic and training. You know, these girls have a lot going on during the day. So at any given day, you might have a player 3 times a week at training, twice a week. You know, and Cassie's been there. I mean, she's very dedicated. Apart from when she plays with all the Drake teammates on a Thursday night, can't make training on a Friday. But you know, that's all part and parcel of it. You know, so we're very patient with how we rotate players in the league. But yeah, I've been really happy with her. She's been fantastic.
Hunter Phillips here with my broadcast partner and also the head coach of the Des Moines Menace women's team, Justin Vorster. Now, another player who, if you didn't get a chance to watch our broadcast yesterday, definitely do so. Great halftime interview with Haley Helverson, who, of course, is a local girl here from West Des Moines, went to Valley High School, and then played at the University of Minnesota. Know that she's been with the Menace for quite some time. Just talk about her impact with your club, because she's a superbly talented player.
You know, Haley's matured over the years as a player, as a person, on and off the field. This year she's been an impact. She's been a leader, which is what we're looking for out of her. She listens. She's coachable. You know, and you know, today she was fantastic. She got forward and she plays as a 3, which is a left back. We like to play her higher up the field. We press them up high. We press the opposition high. We don't allow them out. And she, you know, she was able to get up the field and get some good deliveries into the box. I thought she was fantastic. Got a goal today. Absolutely beauty coming off it, coming off a pass. You know, so I'm really pleased to have her back in the team, and obviously her sister's playing with her as well, Libby Halverson. So it's great to have the 2 sisters playing together for the first time, which they're both very excited about.
Now, someone who calls Drake women's soccer, really excited about what Libby's going to bring to that team. They do lose a lot of senior leadership from that group, including Haley Morris, who was a part of your Menace team, I believe, a year or 2 ago. Excited to see what Libby's going to provide there. And going off of that, just for the audience back home who doesn't know, just how many years you've been with the Menace, just talk about your experiences of being a coach with the Menace, because it's really a neat opportunity to be able to coach this group here in a vibrant community.
You know, this is my 4th season with the Des Moines Menace women's team. And basically, we start recruiting in April. It's a very short season. I mean, we're basically done in July. We play 10 games throughout the year. It's very quick. But this gives the opportunity for our young female athletes to stay fit. The college coaches send them in so that they're playing competitive football against competitive teams, which sends them back into these young ladies back into their college careers in August. And I'll give you an example. Lindsay Horner from Drake University complimented us on Elaine Gorham last year, who came in very fit, and she was absolutely pleased with how she came in and how she started to play for Drake. So these are like little opportunities that we provide for these young athletes.
And now let's switch things over to the men's side, because you're very close with how the men's team operates, and being with this club for the last 4 years. Historically great season for the Menace. They're 10-0-1 and won a Heartland Division championship. And as we've seen over the last couple of matches, we'll have a match here tonight as the rain is continuing to pound behind us. Just how important is it to see, or just how great it's been to see the Menace succeed this year? It seems like the community has really gotten behind this team. It's really an exciting summer for Des Moines sports fans. Not only the Iowa Barnstormers doing well, but the Des Moines Menace. I mean, they've really captured the hearts of a lot of sports fans here in the metro area.
Well, soccer in Des Moines itself, or in Iowa, is a growing sport. You know, and there's a lot of these young kids that are playing the game. So really, when you finish the college season, you come to the summer, this is the next level for them to come and watch. And it's exciting for them to come in and they see these different players coming in from all over the country. It gives them a special opportunity to see a different caliber of player. You know, so for a lot of these kids, this is the next level. You know, being with the organization for 4 years, I've seen a lot of growth on the men's side. You know, they're currently 10-0-1, and they look like they could move further than the playoffs right now. As long as they keep it consistent, they keep the momentum going, and they keep players healthy. But it's an organization that is very professional. And I think just moving forward, it can only grow. As you know, the rumors are out there. They're looking at a USL opportunity, which is a 10-month season, and it's professional then, and you paying your players.
Now, finally, my last question for you. I have to get your assessment on the World Cup. It was World Cup night here last night at Valley Stadium, and some impressive matches today. I know that you're a big football fan. Just your assessment on this World Cup so far.
It's been absolutely brilliant. There's been some great games. I mean, there was a fantastic match today between Argentina and France. It was end-to-end. France winning it. Mbappe with 2 goals. He's 19 years old. And you know what? He came out today, and I thought this was fantastic of a young 19-year-old Frenchman. He came out and he said that all the money he's going to make from this World Cup, he's going to donate to charity, which I thought was fantastic. I'm South African. My mom's English. I'm rooting for England to win it. We play on Tuesday. Hopefully we'll beat Colombia, but we'll wait and see. And yeah, there's some exciting stuff. Brazil look good. I mean, they've been brilliant so far with the leadership of Neymar. But you look at Thiago Silva that plays centre back for them. They've got some great leaders in the team. France are up there looking good. Croatia is a dark horse.
Yeah.
I mean, they could come through and surprise a lot of people. But I got to stick to my guns, and I'm going for England. Yeah.
Well, exciting World Cup soccer, and it's been an exciting season for the Des Moines Menace, the women's and the men's team. Justin, great working for you here in the last couple of days, and hopefully we can get this match still underway. But man, the weather is not cooperating here tonight. Still under a weather delay, but the Des Moines Menace lead Union Dubuque FC 2-0. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll continue to operate under this weather delay here on CISN.TV.
Summer is always a happy time of year, and at Come and Go, we want to make you even happier. That's why we have great deals all summer long, like our made fresh pizzas that are buy one and get one free every Friday. And you can sit happy with any size drink for just $1 every day. Or get 10 cents off fuel when you buy any 3 sodas. So come on in and find your happy this summer. Come and Go, where and means more happy.
Schottenkirk Chevrolet Waukees big Silverado and crossover event. Through the end of the month, save over 25% off select new 18 Silverado Crew Cab All-Stars. New 18 Silverado Double Cab 4x4 All-Star, only $19.99 due at signing. Includes all taxes and fees. $349 per month. New 18 Trax, only $19.99 due at signing. Includes all taxes and fees. $249 per month. New 18 Equinox LT, only $19.99 due. Includes all taxes and fees. $249 per month. It's truck time at Schottenkirk Chevrolet on the west end of Hickman, Waukee.
Miss your hometown clothing store? The one that had it all? Everything to get the work done, all in one place? G&L Clothing is your hometown Iowa store. Stop in and see us, or we're only a click or phone call away. Family owned for nearly a century. G&L Clothing, 1801 Ingersoll, Des Moines.
G&L Clothing, your size, your style, we've got it all.
Welcome back here in the press box here at Valley Stadium. Des Moines Menace Soccer here on CISN.TV. Hunter Phillips and Justin Forster here with you. And Justin, we just got word that the match here tonight was canceled due to inclement weather. The Des Moines Menace winning 2-0 over Union Dubuque FC. And of course, this was an exhibition game here tonight. The Des Moines Menace taking care of business last night by defeating Caw Valley and winning at least a share of the Heartland Division Championship. So I think, even though the game was short and only 40 minutes that they played here tonight, definitely some great glimpses that we saw out of this team from the reserves.
Yeah, so great glimpses from the reserve team, especially with the kids that are looking to prove themselves and fighting for spots in the first team. You know, you've got guys like Limmer and Mohammed and Fenwick, who was captain today. Tete came into the game. Aful, who came into the game last night, who started tonight. Alwyn, who went off at half-time. I mean, so you've got guys that are really fighting for spots in this team. it shows the depth in the squad, which is fantastic. It's unfortunate that the game's been rain delayed and now cancelled. So, you know, I mean, that's just, you can't change the nature of the beast. You just got to move on with it. It gives the Menace time to rest players, and obviously look forward to FC Chicago next week.
Absolutely, and as you mentioned, Tyler Limmer, he did score both of the goals for the Menace here tonight in the 9th and 11th minute, and Marcel Berry assisted on both of those, and it really seemed like they were able to pick apart this Union Dubuque FC defense, and we knew with the last match being a preseason exhibition friendly between these two teams, it was 6-1, and coincidentally that was shorted due to lightning. Same result here tonight, but if you're Alan Marcini, you really have to be pleased with what you did see out of the limited time.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, even though the result doesn't count towards the record, they're still 10-0-1. They still played extremely well today. They had about 95% of the possession. Coach Allen will be extremely happy with the way his side played tonight. And, you know, Dubuque, they need to polish up a little bit. You know, they were stretched apart at the back. They allowed the Menace too much space in behind them, which they were able to do on the 2 goals they scored. But you know, that's the different leagues they play, and the PDL is a little bit higher than the league that the Union play. So, you know, that's how it goes.
And Justin, it is going to be a big weekend here at Valley Stadium next weekend, as the team that can potentially tie them in terms of points, Chicago, is going to be here, and I know that a lot of fans are going to be making their way to Valley Stadium for that.
Yes, they are. Hopefully they'll pack the stadium next week. You know, and hopefully the Menace can finish off with 2 wins, and it'll be a fantastic trophy presentation, and they can move on to the playoffs after that.
And hopefully some better weather as well. It was a hot one last night. The Menace were able to get that one in, but unfortunately tonight, weather canceled this one off. But the Menace were able to get 2 goals in. They win 2-0 over Union Dubuque FC. So that will do it for our coverage here on this Saturday night. For Justin Vorster, I'm Hunter Phillips, and for our entire CISN.TV crew, thank you for watching, and have a great rest of your weekend.